And then 3 years are going.
Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome to Show Biz Buzz with Bruno. I'm your host, Michael Bruno, and today I am so excited to have my good old friend Tom Castle with us today. Tom, thank you for coming and joining us.
Man, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So, for those of people that don't know you and your many talents, give us a little bit of your backstory, like where you're from and how you came to be in our fair city of Madison.
Well, I grew up in Chicago. And a little bit of school stuff and whatnot. And then I got to be in my 20s. I was a folk singer. I was doing a lot of Irish pubs. And then I got into nautical music. I was doing sea shanties way before the internet. And and at the same time, I started sailing aboard traditional old sailing ships. And the first one was a boat called Charlotte Ann. She was an 85-foot schooner built in 1888.
Wow.
And my ex-partner and I decided we would design a job description, and we are going to sing and sail for a living and see if anybody would pay us. So that's what we did. And then in the 90s, I got a captain's license, and I started captaining a lot of the tall ships on the Great Lakes, and particularly Lake Michigan. And eventually I found myself in South Haven, Michigan, sailing for the Michigan Maritime Museum aboard a War of 1812 replica ship called Friends Goodwill. And I fell in love with my deckhand and medical officer and followed her to Madison, Wisconsin.
Now, was she from Madison?
She's from all over. She was born in England. She lived here and there around the world because her dad was an oil company geologist.
Oh.
And yeah, she was raised by scientists. So I can't get away with a lot.
I would say not.
The BS detector is very high in the house, so I can't really do that. But I ended up here, and I was doing folk stuff and whatnot. And I decided I wanted to take voice lessons. So I started Music Foundry, south of the Beltline. And I was studying with a Romanian opera singer by the name of Codruț Pirsan. And one day he said, "Have you done much acting?" And I said, "No, I'm a storyteller." He said, "I want you to narrate concert operas for me." And I'm like, "What's that?" And he had a thing called Candid Concert Opera for many years here and in Chicago. And so, long story slightly short, I started narrating these operas with these singers. And it started out with him playing piano, and it turned into like an 18-piece orchestra. We were doing stuff in Chicago and Madison. And then somebody said, "Oh, you should take a scene class. Maybe do some theater." I'm like, I don't know. And then around that time, a friend, Reed, said that this Michael Bruno guy was looking for for somebody to play accordion or concertina. And so we had lunch together.
We did.
And I just said, "Hey, I'm not one of those Lady of Spain fancy, guys." And then you said, "Can you lead songs?" And I'm like, "Oh, hell yes." So that was the 100th anniversary.
Yeah, the 100th anniversary, the Italian Workmen's Club.
Oh, man. That was insane. One night,
one night only. Yep.
Well, actually, this play is one night only. Come to think of it.
See, you got a series of one-nighters, Tom. We won't tell Mariah that because she has a BS detector going all the time.
All the time.
Yeah. So yes, that is how we met. You'd answered a call out for that, and you were absolutely wonderful. People were in love with you, wandering around, playing your concertina.
Yep.
And playing all the Italian ballads.
Oh, that was
and people
so
singing
much
along.
fun.
That was an amazing evening.
I love stuff like that. It was so much fun. So then I started auditioning for plays, and I started doing a whole bunch of theater with, everybody, Strollers and Madison, Kathy Rasmussen Women's Theater, Madison Shakespeare, and all throughout that, Francisco Torres is a good friend, and he was in reindeer monologues. That was the first one I did.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was asking me questions about, can you do this accent or that accent? And I'm like, well, it's not in the play, but he was also casting for a movie. So we did a couple films together. And he's the one who's just been kicking my ass for the last almost decade of little things like, you should audition for Madison Shakespeare. And I'm like, I can't do Shakespeare. And now I've done, 4 of them here. And that just keeps going on and on. So, and actually Sarah Marty was responsible for a lot of it too. Mariah and I went to see one of the Four Seasons plays, and I don't remember which one it was, but she just offhandedly said, you should come down and do some musical theater with us. And I'm like, I don't know, I guess. So I was in Man of La Mancha and Little Mermaid, and just had a blast with that. And then fast forward, Four Seasons had this thing a year or two ago, songs and stories.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, ooh, well, this might be a good time to do something like this. I never thought I would be doing a one-man play, like ever. But David Simmons from Vermont's Last Theater Company asked me to do a Joe Hill play. And we did it at the Dark Horse Art Bar one night. But there was a guy in the audience from the Labor Temple, Kevin, and he said, oh, can you bring the play to the Labor Temple? And then there was a guy in that audience from the University of Akron. So now it's been to MSU, University of Akron, the Woody Guthrie Center, the American Labor Museum, and on March 21st, I'm bringing it to Greenwich Village and the People's Voice Cafe.
Wow.
So yeah, it's really, really cool. And I thought maybe I can do another one. And Dan Seavey is somebody that comes up a lot. If you're sailing on the Great Lakes, or if you're into Great Lakes stories and history, people would say, are there pirates on the Great Lakes? And if you Google right now, Pirates Great Lakes, that's the guy that comes up.
And this is a real person, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. And so I thought I was going to write a ballad about him or something, but I never could do it. And then after doing Joe Hill, I thought, well, maybe I could do a one-man play about Dan Seavey. So I started writing it, and this, for the first time, I really enjoyed editing and really getting into it. And this is I brought this. This is a book that's not that easy to find, apparently. Richard Boyd, I met at the Ghost Ships Festival in Manitowoc, I think it was. And he wrote this biography of Seavey, which there are other sources, but this one is 90% of the play.
And what years was he actually pirating?
He was born in the 1880s and died, I think, 1947.
Oh, okay.
So he was in that transition between sail and steam and everything else.
So quickly, I don't want to get into it because I obviously want people to go and see the play, but
Yeah.
but what's his story? How did he become the pirate of the Great Lakes?
Well, he was born up in Maine, and he was just an adventurer, and he was, a sailor and a lumberman. He was a gold miner during the Klondike Gold Rush. He was a bootlegger and a bartender.
That always goes together.
Oh yeah,
right?
a Navy veteran. But the thing is, if you combine all the Seavey stories, he would have to be at least 210, 220 years old to have done all the things he was said to have done.
Aha, folklore, huh?
Oh yeah. And when it comes to folklore, I've played a lot of music up in the UP in Escanaba and stuff, and there is it's called Vinette Boatworks, and Joe Vinette was a guy. Vinette was a boy. His daughter actually gave me this story, Joan Vinette. She said when her father was a boy, he stole apples off of Dan Seavey's boat, off of Apple Barrel. And so I have got that, it's a direct story. And it's in this book, and it's in all the Seavey books and things like that. And then while I was in Escanaba, probably let's make it 30 years ago, there was somebody at the Historical Society who had a history thesis that a student had done at U of M. And I always kept that, and I kept all these different, stories and things, and I just put them into the play. So a lot of the dialogue or monologue in the play, in this case, comes from C.V.'s actual words and adventures he had gotten into. And I had to edit a lot of them out because there's just too many. So when he came here to Wisconsin, he came here when he was 13 years old or 16 years old, or I don't know, maybe 20, because he had done all these things
right
before that.
In previous centuries.
Exactly. But we do know he came here in the 1880s and started this just, amazing career. And he was, people say he was convicted of piracy, but that's not quite true. That you'll have to come to the play.
Okay. Okay. Now, was he a one-man operation, or did he have a bunch of henchmen and other pirates?
He had
quote unquote pirates that were with him?
He had co-conspirators. Definitely.
Okay. Good choice. Good choice of
cohorts.
words.
Definitely cohorts. And the thing about pirates is they're not, Long John Silver with cutlasses.
Right.
But anytime you steal something on the water, it's piracy.
Sure.
That's just it. But I wanted to make him kind of like Long John Silver. He's a guy who's done horrible things, terrible things, but he has this kind of delightful side to him. So, and one of my earliest, memories is watching the movie version of Treasure Island and thinking about that. And as Long John Silver is dropping over the side of the ship, you still want to root for him.
Right.
It's like no matter how bad he is, it doesn't matter. So that's what I've made with hopefully with Stevie.
And now, do you actually portray him, or are you a narrator talking about his stories?
No, I definitely portray him.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. Though I have a little more hair than he does. Even
everyone's jealous of your hair, Tom. You have more hair than anybody our age. So,
it's getting thinner, definitely thinner. But,
and you also have incorporated music into it, right?
Well, there was always music in it, and because of World Premiere Wisconsin, we thought we wanted to have. We kept rewriting and doing preview shows. So we did one at the Viroqua Shakespeare Festival. They called up. I was there. I was calling their folk school to do a maritime music workshop. And then a day or two later, I got an email saying, "Oh, can you bring that pirate play?" I'm like, "It's not Shakespeare." And they said, no, we're doing The Tempest. So we would like another nautical offering.
Okay.
So I did that. We did it at TeslaCon. I did it at the Michigan Maritime Museum. And we did it right here at Muso-Madison also. And so we had a nice group of previews that people were watching, and we were taking the comments into consideration. But then, musically, Francisco really wanted me to have a concertina or a guitar or something, and I fought against it. I was just like, I want to be an actor. I don't want to be a musician who tells stories necessarily. But also, Sarah Marty asked me to do the same thing. So I was like, okay, we'll try it.
Be the ultimate accordionist that she is.
See,
right?
Yeah,
Right?
I didn't have a chance on that one. And so we ended up using the concertina in different parts of the play. And it turns out, hopefully you'll get this when you see the play, is the concertina portrays or represents a chunk of C.V.'s life, and it's a little bit of a play between the concertina or the bottle.
So, interesting.
We'll see if that comes through, but I'm just sharing that with you. And
thank you, baby.
But
so now, are they your songs, original songs, or are they taken from some of your sea shanty songs?
No, they're all traditional songs that go back to those days.
Okay.
And though the one song that goes through the whole thing, "Moonlight Tonight," is collected in the 1950s. That was a traditional song that fishermen used to sing on their way out of Halifax Harbor. And I heard that song years ago now, doing a sea music festival in Halifax, and started doing the song. And then when I started doing the play, writing the play, I thought, well, Seavey's from up in Maine. He would have matriculated with, Canadian Nova Scotia guys and Newfoundland. And so I'm using that to rationalize putting it in. And then the other ones are all traditional songs. There's 3 other traditional songs from a couple different sources, but my main source was a guy named Ivan Henry Walton, who went around the Great Lakes dragging a record-cutting machine from 1939 to 1942. And as a maritime singer and, Great Lakes sailor, I got into this collection thanks to Ted Karamansky, who's a history professor at Loyola in Chicago. And so my ex and I explored that collection and started performing a lot of the songs. And there's a couple of them that made their way into the play.
So that's going to lead into a segue. You have to serenade us with something, if you would, please.
Let's see. So there's a couple things, some lively ones. And a little bit of Moonlight Tonight.
There's something so joyous about that instrument.
I know.
It just puts a smile on your face. It's uncanny.
I think because it breathes. It's like having a harmonica strapped to each hand. One set of notes inhaling, one set of notes exhaling. Every button's got 2 notes.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
When did you first pick this up and start realizing that this is something that you wanted to learn how to master?
That was probably in the 90s, I think, because if you do sea music, it's almost mandatory that you have a squeeze box of some kind.
Sure.
And I was playing a gig out in Boston, and was going past a music store, and concertinas were 30% off or something.
Ooh.
So I bought an Italian one, and I've been playing them ever since.
Now, did you have any other musical instrument history in your childhood or in your young years that made you think, I can pick up an instrument and play
not
this?
really. I had I'm adopted, and my adopted family in Chicago, not the best singers. I would say, Happy Birthday was a trial.
Oh, good.
But I got into garage bands around
okay.
7th grade.
And what instrument were you playing?
Guitar.
Oh, okay.
But there was always a set of drums in the basement because my parents were the most tolerant of anybody. So we always rehearsed at our basement or our garage. And so there are always drums because no drummer wants to pack up all that stuff.
Right.
So I had drums in the basement my whole life. And then I made what I was calling my midlife crisis album back about 17, 18 years ago. And just decided to play drums. So I got some drums and played, 7 different things on that album. Just because I don't play any of them very well. I just play them okay. And if we're doing folk music and stuff like this, you can get through. It's not bad.
Astounding. Absolutely astounding. That's so amazing. So your show, The Dan Seavey Confessions of a Great Lakes Pirate, is also part of the Four Seasons. Why am I blanking? I'll check my notes. Part of the On Deck New Works series, correct?
Yes.
Which is all supposedly brought to us by Wisconsin.
A world premiere Wisconsin.
World premiere Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's definitely 2 of those plays. And the other play is Steady She Goes. And I don't remember her name. The
Erica Berman.
Thank you.
Yes.
Erica,
Yes.
Who I haven't met.
Ah, okay.
So the music director, Scott Campbell, is somebody that I was in Richard II with at Broome Street.
Okay.
And we got together and jammed a couple times. And then I haven't seen him in years. And he works a lot in Dark County Shakespeare.
Oh, okay.
So we've been writing a little bit, and definitely want to get together, and can't wait to see what he's done with her play, and he is really interested to see what I'm doing with this one. So
And her play is actually is a full stage musical.
yeah, well,
I mean,
they
does
have
it-
an ensemble. I'm not sure if it's a stage reading or not.
Oh, okay.
It's something that Four Seasons is developing.
Okay,
I
because it seemed like when I saw the kid cast ups of more than just one, it's not a one person show.
Oh
like
no,
yours is.
no! It's a full ensemble. And though I have no idea how many people are playing and how many
okay.
people are on stage. So we're basically they're doing a matinee on Saturday and Sunday, and we're doing the evening on Saturday.
And that's at the Playhouse at
Yeah.
the Overture Center. Right?
Yeah.
So great. So, what's the setting for you?
Oh,
Is it like set on a boat? Is it set someplace? What can we expect to see besides your lovely flowing locks on stage?
I hate to disappoint you, but I'll have a hat on.
Oh, see,
Yeah, I'll have a hat on. But so Stevie starts out. He comes out on stage and he notices there are people in front of him, and actually there's another entrance I won't talk about.
Okay.
But he ends up doing that, and he kind of gives a little bit of an introduction, and that he invites people into his room at the Eklund Convalescent Center,
nice.
where
Is that a real place?
yeah, that's where he ended up.
Ah, that's where he ended up.
And then he
Love it.
also ended up with one of his daughters too, somewhere up in the UP as well. And so he's going through these different memories and whatnot. And as he travels through time, he's in Chicago, he's in Frankfurt, he's in different ports and stuff like that, and Milwaukee actually quite a bit. He had a tavern there, had a farm.
Wow.
Oh, he's done everything. Trust me. Even in the edited version of what he's done 3 lifetimes worth of stuff. Been absolutely amazing. Married 3 women.
Oh, there you go.
And never unmarried, a couple of them. It's in the play, definitely.
Not only a pirate, but a bigamist. I love that.
That's Well, as in the play, it'll say, back then things were more informal.
Well, that's pretty true.
Yeah. So that's in there. And then he in the end the audience is encouraged to sing at different places. And I can't wait to hear what that sounds like.
Well, that should be fun.
I've been in the Playhouse, but I've never been on stage there. And
It's a great space. It's a
cannot
really
wait.
great space.
It's gorgeous. Absolutely. So we're very, very excited about that. It's a very limited little stage. It's stage dressing, a barrel, a table, a coat rack, some bottles. That's about
I love it. Easy staging.
Oh, yeah.
Easy staging.
No.
Nothing to get in the way and trip over.
No. No, that's just also the way it is. And Francisco and I have talked about, doing different things with it. And, but we always go back to just a couple pieces of furniture.
Mhm.
And it's working really nicely. And his daughter, Kirsten, has been our script manager and script supervisor and stage manager. And I knew he was getting serious when he said, we're going to put that together. And Emily Morrison Weeks is going to do some of our graphics and stuff like that. And he's got plans.
I was going to say, is there a life after the Overture?
Oh, yeah.
For this?
Yeah. I have definitely talked to a couple of black box theaters here and there, and was hopefully going to be taking it to some of the tall ship festivals.
Oh, sure.
Around the Great Lakes. Except this year, because of the 250th anniversary, pretty much all the stuff at the Great Lakes is on hiatus. And
Oh,
yeah.
interesting.
So there's not much when it comes to that. But I've been contacting different theater companies, different maritime museums, and we're optimistic.
I love that. I love that. So have you sailed on all the Great Lakes?
Yes.
You personally?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. There is, there's old traditions of, if if you sail 5,000 miles, you get a sparrow tattoo. And if you, do different things. I got my only tattoo when I was in my 60s and aboard the Dennis Sullivan.
What was that for? What was it representing?
We just had somebody in the crew that was a really traditional poke and stick tattoo artist. And I thought, if I don't get one now, when am I going to do it? I'm on a ship that I actually captain sometimes. And so it's a compass rose, comedy and tragedy, the G clef, and a certain bird for Mariah.
Oh, that's very cool.
But the next one I'm going to get is you get a sturgeon if you're a sailor that have sailed all the Great Lakes. So I am going to get a sturgeon sometime. I just haven't gotten around to it. But it's neat. So I sailed out of Chicago, Traverse City, Milwaukee, and South Haven. And then I've crewed on different boats going, to the other lakes as well. So it's
what's your favorite lake? Do you have a favorite lake? Do you have a favorite of them?
Ooh, Michigan is always home.
See, my husband is Superior.
Oh yeah. I love Superior.
He is like, his diehard Bayfield and Superior is his go-to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've done a couple of programs and classes. I've done sea music classes and concerts for the North House Folk School up in Grand Marais. And that whole north shore of Lake Superior is
gorgeous.
Breathtaking.
Yeah.
It's just incredible. So I would, if you had to leave this lake and go to another one, I think it would probably be Superior. Erie's just too weird.
Why? What makes it? Why? Why do you say that?
It's the shallowest, and it is so it's like mixing up a very shallow glass of water as opposed to a deep one.
Interesting.
Yeah,
but is that the longest one? In terms of isn't it like low and narrow?
Oh, no. Well, it is low and narrow. I think Superior is still larger, but surface wise,
yeah.
And it just has the scariest name.
Well, that's true. It is Erie. You're right.
That's just it.
I'll give you that. And what about Huron? What's your take on Lake Huron?
Long time ago, the North Channel of Lake Huron is just gorgeous. It's kind of like being in Maine with rocky islands and things like that. It's just beautiful. It's a neat one.
So in your spare time, Mr. Castle,
yeah.
what do you do in your spare time?
I don't have any. We have a little boat that sometimes I like Mendota. Travel is really good. We Mariah and I just went. I was playing at a sea music festival in the Netherlands in October. That was just fantastic.
Wow.
It's a different sense of history, when the new lighthouse is 300 years old, you're
right.
You're not in Kansas anymore, know? And so I love that. And I've been able to play in Europe and Canada and New Zealand and all over.
When were you in New Zealand?
2000 and 2002. And the weird thing is the way everything is connected around the world. Being a sailor, I think, is kind of like being an actor, going around and if you're a crew of a certain tall ship, it's kind of like the backstage pass to get into any other boat. So,
wow.
And this Great Lakes maritime history is really weird. So if you fly to the other end of the earth and go to Auckland, New Zealand, and you go to the National Maritime Museum there, their replica tall ship is a Great Lakes scow.
Really?
Because they imported the design back in the 1858, I think it was. And so while those boats disappeared here, they went on in New Zealand until the 1930s.
Wow, that's fascinating.
It's just, it's all super connected. And I remember getting on a boat, Lake Taupo, North Island of New Zealand, and I had a vest on from like a fleece vest from the schooner Inland Seas at Traverse City. And the captain, this Aussie captain, he said, "Oh, where's that boat?" I said, "Oh, it's in America." "Oh, where?" I said, "On the Great Lakes." "Oh, where are the Great Lakes?" I said, "Well, Traverse City." He said, "Oh, do you know a girl named Stacy?" And we're like, yeah. Oh, the Manitou? Yeah, she was like, I said, like 3 years ago? He said, yeah, she was here like 2 years ago. And now she's on a square rigger off the coast. And I was just like, it happens a lot.
That's crazy.
It happens a lot. It's a very, sort of wanderer kind of world. And people end up sailing all with each other and on and off. And I think that's really when I got to doing theater late in life. It's just like tall ships. You work together like crazy for months at a time. And then you break up. And then you go on to the next ship or the next play. And there might be some shipmates or castmates from that one. But then there's all these new people and a new ship and a new captain. And then you go on to the next one. And if you do it for a few decades, then you get to know a lot of people.
Sure.
And it's like, oh yeah, where did we? And I actually got to the point now. I was at the Bartel. I'm one of the volunteer bartenders at the Bartel from time to time. And I was talking to somebody last time I was there, and they said, "Oh yeah, we were in a play together." And I'm like, we couldn't remember what the play was because it was so many plays ago. And I never thought I would ever get to that point. And I'm nowhere near, what other people are. But it is kind of weird to get into the situation where I know we did a play together, and then we start tossing out names. It's like
not that one, not that
Not
one,
that
not that one.
I think he was like the assistant stage manager or something I was in, or vice versa. I forget what it was, but it was one of those things where time goes on.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So this is Saturday, March 28th.
Yep.
7:30 p.m.
Yep.
Right at the Playhouse in the Overture Center. Tickets, I'm assuming, are on sale at the Overture box office.
And if you want a ticket on the main floor, in the center, you should act now.
Act now. Buy them now.
Yeah.
Buy them now.
Yeah, they're definitely going, and that's for both productions. Actually, I would suggest seeing both of them because
make a day of it.
A whole nautical weekend.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly. I'll put my eye patch on, my SME hat, and make a day of being at sea with Tom Castle. I can't think of anything more interesting.
I love it. I love it.
Tom, you are one of the most fascinating people I think I've met in my life, and I'm so happy just to sit down and talk to you.
Always fun.
Because whenever we are in fleeting moments that we have, as if you're in the lobby of the Bartel or we're doing a show or saying, "Are you going to audition for the next Savoyer?" Then you're like, "I can't because I'm on here and we're on this ship and now we're here." So this has been an absolute delight to actually sit down and talk to you. And go and buy a ticket to go and see him, because I guarantee it, you'll have a great time. You'll enjoy all the storytelling. You'll hear him playing a concertina, and you'll get to sing along and have a great time. Tom, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, Michael. Appreciate it.
Excellent. Thank you, Brett. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Jim, talking Bottle Rockets. And we'll see you next time on Showbiz Buzz with me,